Hey, welcome to the Christian Botchgalupi Show. And today I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about, except for one thing, is I need to finish a thought from the last show, which, by the way, plan is to have these shows every weekday morning, so Monday morning, Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, Friday morning, you know, the days of the week. And premiere at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anyway, let me finish the thought that I started and then went off on a tangent before I finished it from Friday, and that was Black Lives Matter is two different things. One, it's a thought, an idea, one that I think 90% of people are behind, and that is black lives, black people matter. And we don't want them indiscriminately killed by police or anyone in general. And then you have the group. Pretty sure I didn't finish this thought. Anyway, if I did, I'm recapping. The other is the organization. I believe they're a nonprofit. And you can look up their mission statement and what they stand for on their website. And I know I'm not a fan of most of the stuff I've seen of their mission statement. Because some of it has nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. One of the things is one of the problems in the black community, and I mean, unless Marcellus Wiley told us incorrectly when he said his problems with Black Lives Matter, and that's their to bring down the ideal Western ideal for a family being a two-parent family. That's kind of statistically one of the problems in the black community because the single parent rate is so high. And single parent statistically have more issues with their children. And that's like suicide and crime wise. I don't have all the stats on me. Hopefully soon we'll finally have back-to-back news doing news stuff, covering stuff like this. And then I'm going to do a lot of reactions to it on this channel. Which, by the way, I should bring up. Back to Brag News's show, the holiday show, is going to move from Back to Brag News to Back to Brag Home, FYI. Go search them both up and, subscribe. Just look up Back to Brag, all one word, like on this channel, and subscribe to all 8 of the Back to Brag channels. It's a great idea. This might be a short video because I'm really blanking on anything to talk about. Let me think. What got... Oh, football just ended. Now, I've been hearing a lot of things about, of course, the big thing is how they're handling everything. First off, a lot of people were happy they weren't shoving Black Lives Matter down our throats as much as other sports have been. I didn't think it was bad. But then, like I said before, when you say Black Lives Matter, and you're not clear, it's like, are you talking about the thought or the group? People tend to think of the worst. So if they don't like the group Black Lives Matter, they're annoyed. And then, one thing, I'm going on a tangent here. One thing I think I miss the media doing is polls to tell us what America is thinking. Instead, the media now tells us what to think. Fox News, MSNBC, CNN, OAN, keep it even. They go on and they say, this is how it is, and this is how you should think, and blah, 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 blah. And I don't know where I was going with that. No. What? Anywho, let me get back to the original thing I was talking about. So, yeah, football wasn't as bad, and people said most people I think I've heard say they didn't have much of a problem with the whole thing, or with it being shoved down their throats. But let me address the whole thing where people were booing about people at the Kansas City Texans game. I think I'm gonna sneeze. No, yes, yep, here it comes. The people at the Kansas City Chiefs Houston Texans game that was in Kansas City, small crowd they had of some odd thousand. Right back in my throat is just now. I didn't itch for like a couple of days, and I'm gonna sneeze again. I think. Yep. So anyway, there's a couple reasons I think people booed that, or could have been reasons. One is they're tired of all the political stuff in football or in sports, because it's their escape from everything else. That's one reason. Another reason is, and some people are like, oh, well, they're booing this. I guess we really know the problem is that they really don't think Black Lives Matter, or they really are racist, or really are this. That's very generalizing. But I've seen that said on Facebook. That might have been some of them, but to say it's all of them, I think that's generalizing, and I think that's probably incorrect. 1 second. Am I clean? So anyway, what else? Oh, I think people are tired, and it's ironic because I think the Miami Dolphins little video of why they explained why they are not coming out for the anthem probably after this week, is because some of everything that's being done is just posturing. It's just like, oh yeah, we're totally behind you. This piece of toilet paper is a symbol of how we, whatever. It's just posturing, and people are kind of tired of that too. I feel like there was another reason, but there's 3 of them right there. I'm sure some people are like, no, they're all racist. And then, anyone who's generalizing, don't listen to them, because they're a big problem too. It's funny to hear. I was talking to someone else. They mentioned something about sheep to media, and the real revolution would be not listening to the media. And then I mentioned, yeah, it's funny though how it's so many young people are generalizing, which is a form of prejudice, and a lot of it is just copy and paste from somewhere else, i.e. the media. And like back in the day, maybe it was because I was young, so I thought we were right. Even though I kind of grew up in, there wasn't much problems. The 90s, I don't know. How do you feel about the 90s, issues-wise? But yeah, but like, you look in the past, it's like, yeah, there's kids who didn't like Vietnam. I see their point. But maybe it's social media. Maybe all those kids back in the day, in the early 2000s, 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, etc., were just as generalizing and prejudiced as the young, late teens, early 20s peeps I be seeing generalizing and being prejudiced today. Like, you can't fight prejudice with prejudice. You can't fight racism with racism. Bigotry with bigotry. Oppression with oppression. Well, you might be able to fight oppression with oppression. But you gotta have power to oppress, and if you're being oppressed, I don't know how you're gonna oppress your oppressor. Anyway, 10 minutes are just about up. Like this video, subscribe, turn on notifications, leave comments. Nice ones. Peace.